Love is often believed to be strong enough to cross any distance, but sometimes what travels across that distance is not love, but deception. Between the busy streets of Lagos and the quiet corners of Abuja, a story of hope, lies, and heartbreak unfolds. Annabelle was a young woman who believed deeply in love. She lived in Lagos, surrounded by the noise and energy of the city, yet her heart longed for something calm, something real. She wanted someone who would truly care for her and build a future with her. Then she met Kelvin. From the very beginning, he seemed perfect. He spoke with confidence, carried himself like a man who had everything figured out, and always had the right words to say. He told her he was successful, financially stable, and ready for something serious. Annabelle believed him. His words were smooth, convincing, and full of promises. Promises of love, promises of a future, promises of a life they would one day share. But behind those promises was a carefully hidden truth. Kelvin was not the man he claimed to be. In Abuja, he lived a completely different life, one built on deception. He made a habit of targeting young women, presenting himself as wealthy and responsible. With charm and false affection, he gained their trust and slowly began to ask for money. There was always a reason: a business delay, an urgent payment, a temporary problem that needed quick support, and each time he promised to pay it back. Annabelle never doubted him. Even when her friends began to notice the pattern, she refused to listen. They warned her, again and again. "Something about him is not right," they said. "Please be careful." But Annabelle believed love required patience. She believed trust was everything, and more than anything, she believed in him. Then, one day, she made a decision. She wanted to finally see him, to be with him, to turn their long-distance love into something real. So she planned a surprise. Without telling him, Annabelle traveled from Lagos to Abuja, her heart filled with excitement and hope. She imagined his reaction, the smile on his face, the joy of finally being together. But what she found was nothing she expected. When Kelvin opened the door and saw her, his face did not light up with happiness. Instead, he froze. Shock quickly turned into anger. Her presence threatened everything: the lies, the stories, the image he had carefully built. The man she thought she knew suddenly changed. His voice became harsh, his words became cold, and within moments, confusion turned into confrontation. Arguments began. What started as shouting quickly escalated. Insults were thrown, accusations followed, and then the unthinkable happened. The man she trusted became violent. In that moment, everything became clear. The love she held on to was never real. The man she believed in never truly existed. It was all a lie, carried across miles. Broken, hurt, and overwhelmed, Annabelle made the hardest decision of her life. She left. With a wounded heart and shattered dreams, she returned to Lagos, not as the same woman who left, but as someone who had seen the truth. The journey back was painful, but it was also the beginning of something new: healing. Because sometimes the greatest lesson love can teach is knowing when to walk away.
Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.